Captain America Brave New World has landed on Kaleidescape, and the big question is, has Disney finally delivered a home release worthy of demo material? Keep watching to find out. I'll be sharing my thoughts on the audio.
Since when were they bred?
Atmos Height Effects. The bass. We'll take a look at the Trinnov Atmos viewer, and we'll discuss the video. And as always, I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below once you've had a chance to see it. Let's discuss. For this review, my setup includes 11 R&D speakers and a 7.3.6 configuration, 5 1723S monitors for the front stage and rear surrounds, 2 1961 monitors for side surrounds, 2 1961 bookshelf, and 4 1961 height speakers for a total of 6 height speakers. For the low end, I've got dual 18-inch JTR RS1s and a 21-inch mag Theatron subwoofer for maximum impact. Processing the audio is a Trinnov Altitude 16 with a 16 amplitude amplifier. On the visual side, I've got a madVR NV Core processing an Epson QB1000 4K projector, made it to a 110-inch acoustically transparent Seymour Screen with a center channel behind the screen. You'd expect a Captain America movie, especially one dealing with global threats and superpower individuals, to be a non-stop action spectacle ready to push your system to its limits. While there's plenty of action, the overall presentation has some interesting characteristics. Let's start with the audio. I have to say, compared to some of Disney's recent home releases, the audio here is a step up. It's good, offering a decent level of immersion, clarity, and channel separation. That being said, you're still going to have to crank this one to enhance said immersion. Dialogue is clear and anchored well in the center channel, but could have been a bit more prominent.
President Ross?
Major Taylor, do we fire?
This is what someone's wanted.
The sound design does a respectable job of placing effects around the soundstage, creating seamless movement and panning during action sequences. However, while it's good, it definitely had the potential to be even better. When it comes to the height effects, the Atmosphere clearly shows that the height channels are alive, present, and very active, which is a welcome sign and hopefully means good things for future Disney releases. And I can concur with what the Atmosphere displays. I notice sounds like aircrafts flying overhead, debris falling from above, and during that final battle with Red Hulk, there is some good use of height channel activity. However, much like the bass, the height channels feel somewhat light despite being very active. There are numerous opportunities, especially during the larger action set pieces, where more aggressive and pronounced use of the height channels could have significantly enhanced the feeling of being right in the middle of the chaos.
Drones incoming!
The bass performance in Captain America Brave New World is almost there. There are moments, particularly during explosions and impact-heavy scenes, where the low end definitely makes its presence felt. Despite the slightly above average low end, my dual 18-inch JTR RS1s and 21-inch Mag Theatron SVB21 subs were still able to do a decent job of providing that foundational rumble. However, considering the sheer amount of destruction and the clash between Red Hulk and Sam Wilson during the film's climax, the bass should have been nothing short of exceptional. It sits right at the precipice of being truly impactful, but it never quite crosses that threshold into truly demo-worthy territory. I found myself wanting more weight and more visceral impact, especially during those key action sequences. So another opportunity squandered by Disney, but an improvement over previous MCU movies. Visually, Captain America: Brave New World opts for a grain-heavy presentation. This gives the movie more of a filmic look rather than the ultra-clean digital aesthetic that we often see from modern Hollywood action movies. While some may appreciate the stylistic choice for its texture and cinematic feel, it's worth noting that it's a deliberate artistic decision and not a flaw in the transfer. Detail levels are still very good, allowing you to appreciate the nuances in the costumes and environments. Color grading is genuinely well balanced with some beautiful set pieces, and the video transfer has good contrast that helps to define the image. Brave New World strikes a nuanced balance between light and shadow, but the encounter between Sam, Falcon, and the leader in the lab takes a distinctly darker turn. During this scene, the deep blacks become prominent behind Sam and Falcon, and here's where a high-end video processor like the madVR NV Core truly shines, expertly preserving subtle details and maintaining rich contrast. However, a display like the QB1000 relying solely on its internal processing would likely fall short, potentially losing crucial shadow detail and failing to accurately reproduce the director's intended visual experience. I wouldn't say Captain America: Brave New World is the ultimate showcase for your home theater's raw power. While the audio is a step up from some recent releases and provides a decent level of immersion, it doesn't quite reach the heights of demo-worthy material, especially in the bass and height channel departments. The visuals, with their grain-heavy approach, offer a different aesthetic for a Marvel movie, but some may find that appealing. Overall, I'd give Captain America: Brave New World a 6 out of 10 for audio. It's a solid track that provides a good experience, provided you crank it, but it leaves some room for improvement, particularly in the impactful use of bass and the lack of aggressiveness of the height channels during action sequences. For visuals, I'll go with a 6.5 out of 10 as well. The grain-heavy look is a stylistic choice that might not appeal to everyone, but detail and color are handled well. If you're a fan of the MCU and looking forward to seeing Sam Wilson take on the Captain America mantle, then you'll probably enjoy this movie. Just don't expect it to be the go-to content to push your home theater to its absolute limits. So, what are your thoughts on Captain America: Brave New World? Are you planning to add it to your collection? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this review, be sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any future movie reviews and home theater related content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.